Hello my friends, welcome to Install Electronic channel. This is Uncle Misha, and this time we don't have anything electronic going on, but we have something else. So this time we have a broken derailleur hanger on this mountain bike. Okay, this is my Track Stache 5 and I happened to have like a little accident and I broke my derailleur hanger. So today we're gonna fix it together, and this is where it was attached before. So we have to take all this apart, take this stuff apart and put it all back together with new derailleur hanger. I'm gonna be showing you how it's supposed to be done. Also, it's a good chance to actually clean up your cassette, right? So that's a good chance to clean up your cassette, and also probably a good chance to clean up your derailleur hanger, which I'm gonna be doing off camera because it's a little bit fiddly and time consuming. As you see, I was using some kind of tapes in order to actually get to my destination. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to. So I was able to remove the chain and secure a broken derailleur or dangling derailleur straight to the frame. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to move. So I was actually coasting like as if I'm on scooter, like yeah. So it took me some time to get off the forest and go off the trail. Probably took 3 times longer than if I would be biking, but nevertheless I've done it. And here we are. Now I'm back home and I'll be fixing it. So this is our new derailleur hanger. It costs 41.99 Canadian dollars, and this is how it looks like. All right, so this thingy is actually supposed to be here, and this was broken right in this area, right in here. So what we have to do, we have to remove the wheel. All right, remove the wheel, remove this big nut right over here as well. Then we have to unscrew this part of the derailleur and remove this broken part, which is right here. So let's do it. Well, first of all, we would have to remove the wheel. So for that, we have to use 1316. Actually, I do believe this is like 20mm socket, but I searched through everything I have. I do not have 20mm socket, so we have to use what I have. For this, we have to all right. I think we can now unscrew it manually. Very important to understand that this thing is made of aluminum, all right, and there is also Loctite applied here, so that we're gonna reapply it again. Now we can remove the wheel. All right, that was very tight. And for that, we have to unscrew the axle. Here we are. So this is the rear axle, pretty huge. This is the rear wheel. So it's a good chance to actually clean up the cassette. Now we have to unscrew the broken part of the derailleur hanger from the derailleur itself. Okay. All right. So this piece is Gonski. Now we have this piece, which is taken from here. Okay. So very important part is to replicate this side on the new piece. Okay, so because this regulates the distance where the axle sits towards the frame, against the frame. Very important. So you can use other side as a reference. So here we have it, we have a new piece. All right. So now we have to can just unscrew it and use the other side as a reference in order to have properly set the depth of the axle against the frame. So this is actually garbage now. Now I have to put this thing back on here. It has this washer, nylon washer, to prevent unscrewing accidental. And compare them like this, side by side, to make sure they're in the same depth. Yeah. So when they are precisely this thing at the same distance, so you can just unscrew it. Now this thing can be installed back where it's supposed to be. Right there. So you see how much distance is here, and that's all can be regulated by this gauge. Well, before you install all this, it would be very nice and advisable to actually clean all this up, and on this side as well. Usually it's not as dirty, or not that dirty, but you know, it's very easy to work when there's less cracking here. Okay, so now we have to install the nut, which goes in here. It would be very advisable to also apply some Loctite to here. Here's some Loctite. You can just apply it a little bit in here. And I think that's going to be plenty, because it's gonna spread itself around the thread anyways. Okay, now is the most important part. We have to secure this nut. But to secure this particular nut, we need to have a torque wrench. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to use this properly because it doesn't have the proper socket. But if you're going to have proper socket, for example, in this case 20 millimeters, you can just take the torque wrench, just like this, set it to 20 inch-pound, 200, sorry, inch-pound. That's a lot of force, actually. Really? 20 inch-pound. Wow. I just couldn't believe it's like 200, sorry, why am I saying 20? It's 200 inch-pound. So 190 plus 10, 200. That's it. So this thing is installed. So next one, we can either install our wheel or try to free the derailleur hanger from all this crap. That's also a good possibility to actually clean up all this stuff. You have to, or examine at least. So you have to make sure all these pulleys are rotating freely. All right. If it's a little bit, if it's dirty, in my case, it's not that bad, but again, it's nice to clean up. This one, for example, sounds like it's dry. It's dry, so that may have to be addressed. Okay. So I'm gonna quickly run a clean pass on this one. So now our derailleur hanger is installed. Now we have to secure it, okay? So now when everything is secure, now we can install our wheel. So our derailleur hanger is installed right here. The wheel is installed right here. On this side the bracket is closed, so wheel is completely rotating freely and nicely. Now is the time to pull our chain out of cleaning and install the chain. So now when our chain is nice and clean and dry, try to always dry it in the oven before installing, because that's gonna improve the lubrication later, or simplify the lubrication later. We have to install the chain. We're gonna use these two master links. Okay. When you try to, this is a little trick. When you try to install the chain, please move your derailleur all the way up out here, like just like this. Make sure you're guiding the chain properly, following the proper chain path. Alright, so now use two pieces of chain in order to lock the chain up. Try not to lose each side of the master link, just like so. Alright, okay, now put it at the front derailleur. And here we are. It's installed. So next step would be lubricate the chain and then test derailleur operation at every gear. For lubrication, I will be using Finish Line wet lubricant because this is the coming the fall and winter season. Definitely needs this sort of lubricant. So for that, we're going to be doing something like this. Now when we finish lubrication, we have to go through every gear and see how it operates. Alright, looks like we are doing quite well. So in this case, we don't have to change any setup of the derailleur because our derailleur operates properly at every gear. Maybe over here it's not a little sticky, but rest is actually pretty good. Alright, so I think we can say that our replacement was quite successful. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful. And please stay tuned and see you next time. Stay safe. Ciao. Happy biking.